Ramsey. We're locked in. All right. Nah, but it's crazy. I got the ball right here. But podcast number 2. It's crazy because the way that I gotta look at the camera for it to look like y'all actually, like I'm actually talking to y'all, is that I gotta look at the bottom of the camera. Nah, but man, I just freaking recorded it, but it ended up coming out wrong with 2 different mics. So let me make sure this thing on. Testing. Podcast number 2, man. First of all, to start this thing off, a lot of y'all not even gonna watch the whole thing. Y'all not. And I'm gonna let it be known right now, y'all the ones I want to target. Because I don't know what it might be, but you can't be, how do I put this without it sounding wrong, you feel me? And I'm gonna try to keep this short as possible, at least under 20 minutes, probably under 15. So it could be something that y'all could actually be like, okay, I ain't got no problem taking 15 minutes out of my day, out of the whole 24 hour. Can you at least take 15 minutes out of your day? I'm not even asking the whole time, but it's like, back to what I was about to say. We got people that ask, oh, how do I do this? Or how do they got this? Or how do I get this? Or they want this and this and this and this and this. But they not willing to put in an effort to watch something worth probably, it's not even a number. It's not worth, it's worth something that you can't even think of. You feel me? You can't put a price on the things that, at least that I'm saying. You can't, it's worth too much. It's worth too much. I say that as humble as possible. It's worth too much. At my age, with the mindset that I got, bro, I'm blessed, bro. Like, I really need to give a freaking pat on my own back. A round of applause for myself, because I don't do that enough. Because, man, life has taught me so much in the past, I want to say, ever since I got out of high school, bro. I thought it was all just this. This right here. This saved me from a lot. This saved me from a lot. Growing up, and it put me in positions that I would have never thought was possible. I didn't even know of. I wish the things that I know now we could have learned back in school, because I would have paid way more attention. There wouldn't have been no class clown trade. There wouldn't have been no going to the dean's office trade. There wouldn't have been no whatever trade that you seen in high school. I'm still him. I'm him. But I've grown and I've matured to a point where it's like, I know it. I 110% know that when I have a family, when I have children, and about, I want to say, I'm going to give it 3 more years from now, to where it's official, like when you look me up, it's going to be like, damn, like, oh, he made it. Like, this car in the background that hopefully is showing, I'm not good with these editing skills. This car in the background, I'm gonna have enough to buy 3, 4, 5 of them. Like, that's the type of confidence that I have. That's the type of mode I've been in. Like, I'm not chilling right now. I'm not chilling. So, for the people that don't know me, first of all, go by Tifo or Trey. I'm a day trader. Growing up, I was born in North Minneapolis, Minnesota. You feel me? Went to Robbinsdale Cooper High School, played ball, quarterback. After high school, ended up playing some JUCO ball up in North Dakota. Didn't fit in the system. Ended up transferring over to California in 2020. COVID ended up hitting. We all know how that went. Went a year without football. Ended up trying to transfer because some schools did have football. After I tried to transfer last minute, didn't go my way. Transferred back to Cali, like, man, I might as well stick with my first plan. Found a school out there. Ended up playing the season. And finally getting a starting spot. I'm talking about cold. I'm cold. This is probably like, I will do y'all. I'm done. Yeah. Got to my season, was able to play. Finally got to start a position mid-season against the #1 team in the country. Tore my shoulder. Tore my AC joint. You can see it right here. Tore my AC joint, man. That day I thought my life was gonna change before it even started. This is the game. This is the game I've been waiting for. This is the game that I know I'm gonna get my office. I know my life is gonna change. It did. It changed. Tore my shoulder first drive, third down, off of the dumbest play, but it changed my life. And went through my little depression mode. I went through a big crisis to where I thought everything was over, bro. And that probably changed my life for the better. Rather than thinking it was bad in that moment, yes, I thought it was bad. I thought everything was done. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but something that I left out is that, like I said when I started this video or started talking about myself, I'm a day trader. I learned how to trade. I started off learning I was at a football field, throwing the ball, training. Overheard a convo about stocks. At this point, we were doing COVID. It's around October of 2020, and just found my way into the convo. As always, whenever I hear something that I don't know, I need to learn it. Found my way into the convo. It was from a 17-year-old, man. I was good friends with him already. Like, you feel me? I'm not good friends, but just like, you feel me? I know of him. We good. We training together. Invited me to the crib. I'm learning what they already know. I'm just listening. And it caught my interest to where it's like, damn, it caught as much interest as I got in football. But throughout that point, those first couple months, I wasn't really like in it. I didn't really know much. I'm just gambling money. Yeah, I'm making a little bit here and here. I'm just gambling money. And then it got to a point where it's like, I don't want this to be gambled no more. I don't want to gamble. I want to learn this. I want to master this thing. But as the time goes by, we got football, we got the transfer, we got back and forth from Cali, and it got me into the Forex market when I ended up transferring to another school, seeing another person trading, and he ended up, when he was trading, it was at like 12 in the morning. My boy Tavar, he the one that put me on to this Forex stuff, man. But it's like 12 in the morning. He trading, he up like 12, 1300. Oh, damn, he up trading stocks right now. This is not stocks, bro. He Jamaican. He like, this is not stocks, bro. Don't ever say that. And I was like, damn, what is it? He's like, this is Forex. What I knew about Forex at that point was IML and inviting people and stuff. I'm good. I'm good. I don't even want to know. He's like, no, not that type. It's like day trading. I day trade Forex. It's like stocks, but different. Caught my interest. Ended up being way different from IML and all that inviting and pyramid scheme stuff. You feel me? So if that's what y'all think it is, it's not. Went back into gambling. I'm talking about, I'm mixing a little bit of what I know from stocks, putting in what he taught me from Forex. I'm doing my research. I'm putting money into buying courses. I'm just gambling. I'm making money, but I'm losing way more over time because the money I'm making, I'll lose it all at a snap of a finger. But it's taking me time to make money, but I'm losing it at a snap of a finger. So yeah, found my way back to Cali. Kept the trading thing going, but it wasn't like crazy, but it kept it going. After I tore my shoulder, I asked myself, what do I have left? What do I got? All I had was trading. I was depressed, and it was like I wanted to give up. But trading really kept me going. I got a tore shoulder. I'm out. Can't barely move my shoulder. I'm walking like this for about a couple months. I even tried to get back into the football games. I got into a couple games towards the end of the season, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same QB. I had to go into another position. But yeah, that kind of sums it all up. If you want to know a little bit more, obviously we'll talk more about that in hopefully other podcasts, or if you see my social media, hopefully I could just explain who I am as a person. But that's not what I want to focus this podcast on. So the people that's ready to leave, stay with me, stick with me. I got some info for you, feel me? I got a little game to spit with you. But yeah, man, went through my little depression mode, bro, and asked myself, like, is this it? Like, is this what life is worth? Like, I worked my whole life. I'm in JUCO, and I just got it all taken away from me in a snap of a finger. One freaking snap. And I'm sure it's a lot of y'all that have been in that position. If y'all haven't, I pray that it doesn't pop up. But I wanted to make this podcast really on what are you gonna do when God says no? You feel me? What are you gonna do when He says no? We pray for something to work. Most of the time, He gives us what we want. What about when it's when we really need it? We really need it, and He says no. What are you gonna do? I could tell you what I did. I kept believing. I kept having faith. I kept having faith that something was gonna work out. No, it wasn't exactly what I planned for, but it turned out to be something way greater. And I haven't even received it yet, but I have a vision, and with that vision, I feel like it's worth it. It's worth letting go of this, and it might be worth letting go of a couple other things. But it's worth it, bro. Life is too short to dwell on the past and stay where you at for the rest of your life. I want to take every risk. I want to do everything possible to get where I want to be in life. I didn't know where I was going to be when I tore my shoulder. I didn't know where I was going to be before I tore my shoulder. I thought it was going to be the NFL, but I wasn't sure. After I tore my shoulder, I thought I was going to be able to get back and find a school to walk on to, but I wasn't sure. I thought I was going to get rich last year from trading Forex, but I wasn't sure. All of these things are cool to believe in. They're good to believe in, but it takes risk. Whatever it might be for you, it might be different from me, but whatever it might be for you, it's going to start with taking a risk. You won't know until you find out. Like I said, what are you going to do when God says no? What I mean by that is a lot of people get put into a position where it's like, you know you're doing wrong, but you're going to keep doing it until there's nothing left to go to or fall back on. And now it's like you blaming everybody else for your problems. You feel me? When are you going to get out of that position? Are you going to wait till you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old to get out of that position? Are you going to wait till you have a family? Are you going to wait till you have way more priorities when stuff really gets harder? Are you going to wait to blame another person other than yourself? When are you going to take initiative to be like, hey, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to handle. When are you going to take that risk to just do whatever the next person is telling you not to? To do whatever you think you can. To do whatever your family didn't do. To do whatever you grew up seeing others fall back from and do the wrong. When are you going to be different? You feel me? And I think that's what sets me aside and different from a lot of my peers and a lot of people in general. I keep my circle small. If you know me, I'm around the same 2 to 3 people every day. You feel me? And this goes not even for just people that are just in the everyday world or just in college or even not in college. This goes for athletes too. Like if you feel like you can't relate to me, I was an athlete. I'm still an athlete. I'm trying my hardest not to let this go. But if I got to, I'm telling you right now, I will. I promise you I will, because I know there's way more to life than just this ball. This ball set me up for life. That was the goal. I didn't know it at the time, but that was the goal. This ball did get me rich, mentally rich. It put me in positions to learn the things that I know right now. So as for my athletes, when are you going to let it be known to yourself that sometimes it isn't the coach's fault? Sometimes it isn't the parents or the people that support you fault. Sometimes it's really you. I'm not saying all the time, because I know being an athlete, you feel me, we got to go through politics and all types of stuff. But sometimes it's you. When are you going to take that constructive criticism from yourself and not just pray for something to work, but actually put the effort in to make it work? Not just rely on someone or just God. When are you going to put the effort in yourself? Because God wants to see it too. When are you going to be able to just say, forget this right now? The phones, the social media, the sleeping, the not taking care of your body, the playing the game all day, or like I said, just all the stuff that we think matter. When are you just going to let it go and focus on your goal? When are you going to take that risk? Because for athletes, that's the risk. For the other people in the world, when are you going to take the risk of just being like, man, I need to move. I don't got the money. Well, shit, I need to be poor for a little bit. You feel me? When are you going to take the risk of saying, I don't need this right now. I need to stop spending money on this. But they got it don't matter. What are they going to be in 4 to 5 years? Or what do they have to get that? Do they have a person that's giving it to them? Do they have the ability to get something and not really stress about it? Sometimes, bro, you can't blame them for that. Their parents worked hard for that, or whatever they got it from, worked hard for that. Or maybe they worked hard for that. But what about you? When are you going to take enough self-discipline and self-criticism to be like, I need to take this risk because that's what it starts with. Anybody that asks me questions, man, no matter if it's trading, what do I do for a living, how do I do it, where I live, bro, it started with me taking a risk. And I'm still taking risks. I haven't made it yet. I ain't gonna put all that out there. Starts off with taking a risk. After you take that risk, be consistent with it. I'm not saying leave God out of it. No, that's not what I mean. Have faith that it is gonna work. Because guess what? When it does work, that feeling is way better than the people that's on social media telling you how good you look or damn you made it or the congrats and all this boosting your ego. It's a distraction. It's a distraction from the real goal, from where you really are like, man, that's him. He's him. I'm him. I know I'm him. And I ain't made it yet. But all that other stuff is a distraction, bruh. But when you do make it, after taking that risk, being consistent, having faith, and just taking them small baby steps, bro, I promise you, it just starts with taking that risk. And if it don't work, at least you didn't have to wait 5 to 10 years to do that. When you have way more priorities or problems and all these things that you got to handle to where it's hard to take that risk. Right now, we feel like I always hear like time isn't on our side. No, it isn't. But we got way more time than we will in 10 years. That's a fact. We got way more time than we will have tomorrow. We got an extra day. So what are you going to do with now rather than wait until it don't, rather than wait until you're in a position to where it's harder? Why not just handle it now? I swear I'm blessed to have this mindset. I don't know how I got it. It didn't come from my parents. It didn't come from nobody but me going out of state and being like, wow, it's way more to life. So all I'm doing is passing this same knowledge on to y'all. Whoever's watching this, I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3 viewers or 1, 2, 3, 4 million viewers. My goal is to change at least one life. One. And if I did that, I know that a blessing's gonna come. I know that I'm good. I don't care about the money. I don't care if it get big on YouTube. None of that. My goal is to just change at least one life. That let me know that it works. So changing another person's life shouldn't be that hard. I'm sure it's another person that's out there like that same person that I changed, that same life that I changed. And from there, it'll compound. So, yeah, man. I think I'm going to name this podcast One Thing. What's y'all one thing that y'all need to focus on? What's the one thing that you need to do to take that risk? What's the one risk? What's the one thing you need to be consistent with? Just focus on one thing. I was focused on so many things. I feel like I needed to have football. I feel like I needed to have money. I feel like I needed to have trading down pack. I feel like I needed to have a girl. I feel like I needed to help everybody. I feel like I need to bring along everybody. I feel like I was focused on too many things rather than one thing. It's up to you on what you're going to pick. Mine is trading. I feel like trading is going to set up everything. It keeps me happy financially, physically, verbally. It keeps me consistent. When it comes to trading, I got to be consistent. So when I think of consistency, I be like, okay, I got to be consistent with my everyday life, not just trading. So eating, my face, making sure my acne getting better, not breaking out, working out. It starts with something. And I feel like trading will help solve all those problems. So pick y'all one thing, bro. Pick y'all one thing. Hopefully y'all stay to the end of the video. It's 20 minutes, bro. For the people that did it, well, I could care less. And the ones that did, I appreciate y'all. A little promotion I do. I know I'm still learning how to be consistent with these videos and what to say. Not really what to say because I know exactly what to say. But if you do want to learn how to trade, like I said, I'm a day trader. I am becoming a mentor. I got about 8, 9 students that's already learning from me. I charge $50 a month for my Discord. If you really want to learn and really learn, join up. I'll post a link in the description. Follow me on social media if you have any questions. If you actually stay to the end, follow me on social media. DM me. I'll be glad to give you my number. Chop it up. I'll give you any advice. If you feel like I can learn something from you, hit me up, bro. I don't care if you're 14 years old or 44 years old. That's just who I am. And other than that, man, find y'all one thing, bro. Whatever's going bad right now, we got a new year coming up. You got another chance. You got another year that somebody didn't have. You got another day tomorrow that somebody didn't have or won't get. don't take that shit for granted because life is too short. That goes for people that's in the everyday world. That goes for my athletes. That goes for my coaches. That goes for my parents. That goes for everybody. Find the one thing that you need to focus on and just focus. Find that one risk that you need to take and just take it. If it don't work, find another way for it to work. But 9 times out of 10, if you found it, there's a way to make it work. Don't give up. From there, man, don't forget to just enjoy life. Enjoy the moment. And 50 years from now, you'll see me in about 10 of these G-Wagons, flying cars, all that, enjoying the lifestyle that a lot of people want, that financial freedom, setting me up to take care of my future generations. So I don't know what life has for me in store, but I know I'm gonna go hard at it. And when it all does click, you'll be able to go back to this video and look at it and be like, damn, he had that mindset before. And I know God got me. So other than that, I appreciate y'all staying. Like I said, the link to the Telegram and Discord will be below. Well, you won't be able to get the Discord link unless you join the Telegram. My social medias will be below. Other than that, nah, I'm playing. But yeah, other than that, that's about it, man. Go support it. Just because it's on the desk, go support my boy Boogie Yo, Mr. Kraziiii himself, man. I'll put his little link at the bottom of the description to his Instagram and stuff. Go buy some merch, man. Northside, baby. You feel me? But yeah, man. Eat right, keep your peace, and find that one thing. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Deuces.